Second Cup is brought to you by Roswell Park Comprehensive Care Center.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on a Monday. Thanks so much for checking in with us on Second Cup. Back to school, back to work after
Oh my gosh, yeah.
a
So many
week
people
off.
have vacation. How
Yes.
nice.
Did you have a good weekend?
I had a good weekend.
I had a great weekend.
Yeah, I know you did.
Okay. Well,
I saw you Friday night.
I saw you Friday night. We had a great Friday night together.
We had a great dinner.
Yeah, dinner was delicious. The first Friday in Lent.
Sure was.
First fish fry of the season.
Yep.
Delicious.
It was good. We took the baby. He did great.
Yeah.
The other baby, my other girlfriend's baby, they did great.
And I didn't have to pay for it.
My friend's mom picked up the
Thank you,
tab.
Mary Ellen.
Thank you. Yeah.
That was very sweet of her.
So sweet.
We also said farewell to our dear friend Michael Schwartz. We had a
him.
little party for him on Friday night, and
Oh,
Here we are.
Look how cute.
the morning show plus Jenna.
Well,
And
Jenna
then-
was part of the morning show.
I
for a
know,
long
but
time.
and then here's like the extension of the morning show. We were all there together, and it was just
This
nice.
is the whole group.
Yeah. What's with Giovanni's face? Did you see that? Oh, his eyes are closed, Jordan says. Okay. But you know who?
Thanks, Ed, for pointing out.
Look at
I
it. Wait,
didn't-
here it comes.
Wait.
Look at his face.
Oh, he looks fine.
Rhiannon, you look good there.
How about there?
Okay, wait. Let's tell everyone the story about what happened. So Katie was wearing this oversized jacket, and she
Sweater.
goes, "Oh, okay." And she goes,
And
Ed,
okay, so we had gone out to dinner, then we came back to my house. Go ahead. So
and
this is before we get to this party. What a Friday for me.
so Katie and I go back to her house in between the party and dinner, have a couple glasses of wine, and
Don't worry, Paul was there to take care of the baby.
Yeah,
and put
we
him
were-
to
everything
sleep.
was fine.
We were good. Ed was
Um,
playing with the baby a ton, though. He was hitting the couch, and the baby was so excited that he'd hit the couch. It was so cute.
Katie goes, "Ed, what do you think? Should I wear this shirt out?" And I just looked at her and I said, "No."
So then I changed it to this oversized sweater. From one to the next.
You looked comfy.
Whatever. Oh God, I want to smack you. You looked comfy.
But we
I was.
we had such a good time. I have not
so funny.
gone out like that in a long time, and what I've realized is that I am too
Yeah.
old
Well,
for
Ed
this.
kept the party going. Katie was home by like 10:15. Ed kept the party going.
You know what it is? Russ is out of town, so I was like,
I texted Aaron Vankowski because I didn't know if he was going to come meet us. So I said, "Hey, we just got here, you know." And then I said, "I will be here for 1 hour." And true to my word, about an hour later, I was like, "Getting home."
I don't know what happened to me. I was just having a great time.
Oh, so funny. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Have a baby and then tell me you don't want to wear an oversized sweater
Why? You look great.
because you do.
You're so
Just,
funny.
you know, cover it all up and stuff.
The next day is the worst, Heather says, when you're older. Yeah.
Yeah, it's even harder when you got a little buddy.
What's
Sorry,
going on?
These cords are all stuck. There we go.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so crazy stuff also happening over the weekend outside of Buffalo and Western New York. So down in Mexico, there is a cartel leader who was killed over the weekend by the Mexican military. And now, as a result, there is violence in the streets in 20 different states, including Jalisco, which is where Puerto Vallarta is. And you can see outside this Costco smoke and cars on fire, buses, roads
So
blocked.
this is retaliation in many cases by the cartel
Right.
to what happened, which is really scary because they're blocking roads, they're blocking exits. And you know, this kind of stuff strikes fear into the hearts of people. You see this, that is very scary.
Right. This is
It's like
not
a movie
normal
scene.
behavior.
No,
This is not normal life. And in some place that is like,
Yeah.
by all reports, peaceful and serene and very just accepting and open, this is what life is like there right now.
Let's talk about what this place is. Puerto Vallarta it's a tourist town.
Right.
That is their, their bread and butter there.
Right.
And it's a vacation paradise for so many people. One of those people being our boss, who we love to pieces, who happens to be on vacation
Right. So much for a vacation.
this week and is kind enough to join us.
You could
Here,
take the boy out of the newsroom, but you can't take the news out of the boy.
you look
Good
good
morning
though.
to
Hi,
you.
good morning, buddy.
Good morning from Mexico.
Oh my gosh, how
How
are
do you
you
already have a
doing?
tan?
Stop it. How are you doing?
I'm good. You know, we're good. I think it's important to emphasize that the images you saw there are from yesterday. It was a
Yeah.
quiet night by all indications here, which is good. Yesterday was just surreal. I was telling Ed, because I talked to him yesterday, that I was walking into town about 8:30. There's a little gym here that I joined for the week, and I was walking down the hill because we're kind of up on a little hill, and I saw a thick cloud of smoke just pouring from. I assumed it was a building. Come to learn, it was a car or cars because that's what they had been setting on fire. And then from there, I saw more smoke in another area, and then turned the corner on the one street and saw a car just engulfed in flames.
Ugh.
And so you're like, this is something serious. This isn't just an isolated event. And everything just changed from there.
So, Aaron, one of the things that I think is really interesting, and you were telling me yesterday that so many different places around town are closed. Essentially, there is nothing open, which includes corner stores, restaurants,
Right.
like I assume even bars are closed as well. But how much food do you have in your villa? Which, by the way, it's an Airbnb, I assume, right? Like it's not like a full service
Like a
house,
hotel,
right?
right? Mhm.
Yes, and make no mistake, we are very fortunate. We are safe. We are secure where we are, and everyone is. Let me kind of show you where we're staying. Here
Oh,
goes the
must be
sympathy, right?
nice.
I mean, yes, it's we have our own little pool, but we also have. There are staff that come here to bring the food, and they
Oh,
prepare the food for you, but they can't get here, so everything is shut down. There is a shelter in place for all of Puerto Vallarta, which, as Katie mentioned, is just a huge tourist place. I mean, the entire economy revolves around tourists, right? So even if we wanted to go into town, we're not allowed to. Everything is shut down. Stores, bars, everything, hotels. So we obviously they weren't preparing for this. We weren't preparing for this. So there's really not a ton of food here. We have some eggs last night. There's like 9 of us in our group. A few of them made some mashed potatoes, and we had some leftover shrimp from the night before. So it was kind of like, how do we divide this among 9 people? You're making the most of it, right?
Yeah.
But we're down to like Slim Jims and like Mexican Ruffles right now. So the staff, though, the owner of the villa said he was trying to send the staff here or the cook here, and he couldn't. They turned him around. They wouldn't let him
Oh,
go. We went to the hotel. There's a hotel across the street, like literally, it's across the street, very narrow street. So 3 of us kind of risked it to just run across the street to see if they would allow us to buy some food, and they said no. They turned us away.
wow.
We're hearing, I was on social media before this, and there are people posting saying we're hungry, we're running out of food. Does anyone know, is there any food? There's some business, some a restaurant owner said, I can't open my food, I don't want my food to go to waste. DM me, and maybe we can try to work something out. So we're just hoping the shelter in place is lifted today so that we can you know get back to some sense of normalcy.
right. I mean, you go away. I mean, look, Aaron is one of the hardest working people
Right. But
in.
he's literally working right now.
Well, but like when you consider like the idea that you need to get away, disconnect, unplug, and
Yes.
like be in a beautiful place, and then this happens. I
Right.
mean, what are your thoughts, Aaron? Generally speaking, like you go away once a year. This is your big vacation, and it's
Prayer.
kind of marred by
Yeah.
this violence.
I have the worst vacation luck. No, it's funny because we were in this very villa, what, 5 years ago when COVID happened, and here we are again. But you know, I was thinking, I don't think it's hyperbolic to say it felt like being in a bit of a war zone yesterday. I mean,
Right.
there were just multiple fires everywhere you looked over here. You just saw smoke here, there, and there. And then there was at one point a military helicopter flying overhead. And then you're on social media and you're seeing all these images of cars and buses burning, and literally people being stopped by members of the cartel and being ordered to get out of their car by gunpoint, and then
Right.
their cars are set on fire. I mean, thank God that didn't happen to us. We were not in that situation. We weren't heading to the airport or anything, but you've seen images of people at the airport running because here's the other thing: misinformation spreads so quickly, and it takes literally one person to post
Mhm.
something outrageous on social media. And then, I mean, we were hearing, I don't want to repeat some of the things we were hearing, but we were just hearing some very scary stuff that, that really, at one point, really got you in that really bad headspace where you're like, okay, this is really bad.
Right.
Um, but we are just grateful that we're together. Like I said, there's 9 of us here, um, and hopefully everything will
Yeah.
start returning to normal today.
Well, there's some sort of strength and safety in numbers too. Like you have at least, your friends are there with you. And Aaron, there's probably a lot of people who would think, well, I'd want to go to the airport right now. I'd want to get out
Yeah.
of
Do you
there.
want to get the hell out of there or
But
what?
that's not really an option, is it?
Yeah, even if we did, it's not an option because number one, there's still the shelter in place. Number two, even if it's lifted, um, there's going to be a ton of people who just want to get the
Right.
heck out of here. So the airport will be a madhouse for the next few days. We're supposed to be here until next Sunday. Um, part of me is like, I just want to get home, or like a few of our friends who are coming down this week are no longer coming down and they're going to go to Florida instead. And so, so part of me is like, yeah, I'd love to just get out and, get back to the States. But then, you know, I don't want to go near that airport anytime
Right.
soon
Yeah.
because it's going to be a mess. And there's no, I know Air Canada has canceled all flights, I
Mhm.
believe. I don't believe there are any US carriers that are flying in. So, the problem is going to be the planes that get us out of here aren't here right now, right? So you're going to have to get them here, get more and then deal with all the people who are trying to rebook to get out of here. It's going to be a mess. One of our friends, I'll say this real quick, was flying in yesterday. He showed us the flight aware, the flight tracker. Literally, you could about to touch down in Puerto Vallarta. I think within like an hour, turned it around. You saw the U
Wow.
turn, and they sent him back to Houston, which is for the best
Is that
because
John?
this was our friend John.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was talking to him yesterday too.
That is
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, scary, Aaron.
So I was just reading the U.S. Embassy website,
Mhm.
and it says specifically, while no airports have been closed, roadblocks have impacted airline operations with some domestic and international flights canceled. In Guadalajara and Puerto Vallarta, all taxis and ride shares are suspended in PV. Some businesses have also suspended operations. I mean, when you consider that, it's almost like the shelter in place is one thing, but the idea that this resort town
Yeah.
or this beach town is losing all of this money, I mean,
Oh,
it just is going to have an impact.
and it's terrible because tourism is such a big industry down there. Like,
Mhm.
honestly, it's like Puerto Vallarta and Cancun. The two areas get
Hmm.
so many people. Okay, so Aaron, have you heard? I know we're hoping this, shelter in place will be lifted today. Have you heard any like word that might happen, or we're just kind of crossing our fingers on that? I know you're checking social media for the latest information.
Yeah, hopefully the last thing I saw last night posted from the government, and again, just good media literacy, um, technique is to get your information from reputable sources, whether that be, the local government or the local media, reputable media outlets. But the government posted last night that they are hoping to resume public transportation today, which would be obviously wonderful. And so if that is the case, and like I said, it's been a quiet night, and I haven't seen any more signs of any smoke, which would indicate, more vehicle fires, that things will start to return to normal today. Because, yes, I mean, yes, you have thousands of tourists just stranded in their hotels, but you also have so many workers who are stuck in their hotels, right? Who can't get home to their families and are dealing with probably some um, stressed out guests. So my heart breaks for the people here because they are just the nicest, friendliest. If anyone has been to Puerto Vallarta specifically, you'll know what I'm talking about. This is my fourth or fifth time here. I've never felt unsafe, and you hear about, stories in other parts of Mexico. I've never felt unsafe here. Um, and it's just unfortunate that this has happened, and has painted this beautiful city with a black eye, because the people here are wonderful. They need tourism dollars to survive, and it's just unfortunate that this has happened.
Aaron, you were on Good Morning America, kind of detailing for them what is going on there. So it's not just here in Western New York; it's across the country that's aware of what's going on. It's around the world. This is an international story now. But when you see like the military helicopters and you see the people kind of standing around and watching these fires, talk about like the fear that it instills in you as a Buffalonian. Like, we don't see this in our lives.
Right. It's got to be so scary, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, it really made it real, right? When
Yeah.
you're like, this is a big deal. Um, I mean, at one point, our friend Mike, who Ed knows, and his boyfriend, they're staying at a hotel just down the street, and they're like, we're good. We're gonna stay here. We're good. And then he sent us a video of people literally running from the beach, scaling the wall outside the hotel to get into the hotel property because someone had heard either gunshots or heard that they were starting buildings on fire along the beach. So I don't know if that ended up to be accurate or not, but they ended up coming here quickly because they're right down the street. And you hear about that, and you're like, this is real. This is really close. So yeah,
Um,
that makes it real.
you've been talking about rationing food, but what's your booze situation right now?
I'm not gonna lie, we both did. We were like, oh boy, like
I hope there's
just,
drinks.
I hope he has just like enough for like maybe a cocktail. Because it's just, I mean, not to like take away from the seriousness of this by any
No.
means.
But seriously, how
But
much
it-
tequila is there?
But it's also it's your vacation. It's your one chance to get away. I'm like, oh my gosh, poor Aaron. Like this would happen as he's. It's just such a scary thing.
Well, we're out of wine. So yeah, but there are some other bottles of just looking over there. We're doing okay.
Can you show
Um,
us?
Yeah, here, let me walk. So we'll just
I mean, like, let's live vicariously through Aaron, everyone.
there's
Who's here
Mike.
with you? Who's that? Hi, Mike Miller.
That's Mike.
He's like, no, thank you, Aaron. It really is a beautiful place, and I think that is also so important to highlight too.
Wow,
Because
looks like you guys had a great time last night.
God,
Who's cleaning that up?
it's such a beautiful spot, and you just hate for for this to take away from like what an awesome place this is, and like Paul and I've gone to Cancun a number of times for vacation. We love it. It's such a beautiful place, and their economy is based on tourism, and you just you worry about places like this
Yes.
when scary things like this happen. But it does look lovely there, Aaron, minus everything that you guys have been dealing with.
Yeah, and that was the ironic thing too about yesterday. You saw all this smoke and all of this, um, you know, chaos at some points, and you didn't hear any sirens. You didn't hear any
Weird.
police sirens, right? Like, I live in the city at home, and sirens are a part of everyday life, right?
Yep.
Here you have literally fires, popping up all around you, and there were no sirens in place. And, just I think speaks to some of the infrastructure perhaps here, and how just, we should be very grateful for what we have back
Well,
home.
Period at the end of the sentence,
Yes,
right?
and you stay safe, please.
Yeah. We need you to come back and we need you to run things here. So
Someone's got to rein Ed in, aside from
You
me.
know.
Between you and I, we really kind of carry that burden. So,
Jordan, please sit down.
Godspeed, Katie. Godspeed.
thanks. I know it's going to be a long week for me, Aaron. So if you could get back here,
You're off tomorrow, so short week for you. Anyway, okay, enjoy your vacation if you can,
Yeah.
and
keep us updated, of course.
but don't think about us.
Right.
Do your best. We love you, Aaron. Stay safe, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right,
Bye, buddy.
guys. See ya.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. Oh gosh,
Rachel, what a nice guy Aaron
he
is.
is. He's a really
Yes,
nice
we
guy.
are honestly we're so
Aaron
lucky
is
to
like
have
a very
Aaron.
nice person. Like
Yeah.
beyond work, he is a nice person. Do you know how some people like you can just look at them and be like, that person is a nice person?
Yeah, you know how we
Like,
say
my
Michael
parents-
Schwartz is a mensch, Aaron's the same way.
So my parents would always say that, like if Aaron was out, like for example, when I was guest bartending for the dogs, and Aaron comes to that kind of stuff, which your boss doesn't have to, but he does. And then my mom's like, I had such a nice conversation. He really is just a nice person. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
No,
He just is.
he's a good guy. We're lucky to have him, that's for
Yes.
sure.
So, yeah, what a vacation.
Can you imagine?
Well, I got to tell you, so in the smallest way, when he mentioned COVID, do you remember that I had a very similar, not this scary by any means, but although COVID was scary when it first started, right? Remember how our vacations went that year?
Yeah.
It's the most Ed and Katie thing ever.
This is the funniest story.
So Ed has like this beautiful,
no,
relaxed,
it was Florida. I was at Russ's parents' house.
beautiful, relaxing Florida vacation, okay? Has like the time of his life. He's drinking, he's whatever. My vacation's the next week. Katie was on vacation 2 days in.
Remember you were panicking?
I had been already worried about hearing about COVID. It'll be fine.
It's a virus, Katie, get over it.
He comes back from his lovely vacation. I go on my vacation. 2 days later, the entire world shuts down. The airports are getting ready to close. I like barely get a flight back. I'm the only person in the airport. Total vacation ruined. So like I understand where Aaron was dealing with when he said that happened to him a few years ago too,
So
because
funny.
I think he and I must have been on that same week. It was the worst.
Yeah.
But Lord, it's scary. That's a very scary thing to be seeing.
You know, and I guess when you put it into perspective, right? Like this is stuff that you only see on TV, right? Like we don't
looks like-
experience these things in real life.
It looks like movie scenes.
Yeah.
With the helicopters flying by in the smoke. I know, it's so scary.
Jason, thank you. We appreciate you. Like you are just full of compliments this
So-
morning. So grateful for you.
Full transparency, Jason and I worked together for a very long time. Let's just read this. On a slightly happier note, you guys do such a great job here with Second Cup. I've made this The View reference before, but it gives real Joy Behar energy, which is the highest compliment I can offer anyone. Great work, guys. And he's not lying.
Well, that's very kind
Thanks,
of you.
Jason. I miss you, buddy.
Barbara says, when I travel, I now always carry a box of Kind bars just in case I get stuck.
Okay, so I
That's a
said
good
the
idea.
same thing to you yesterday when
Right,
you were
you gotta
telling me
have
Aaron was
snacks.
running out of food. I'm a snack packer, just in general. I love snacks, but I would always have like trail mix, perfect granola bars, all that kind of stuff.
You got
Those
to.
guys would be in good hands. They'd be all over it.
Katie, he's going to the gym. What are you talking about?
Please, I know he's like, I joined the gym for a week. I'm like,
Right.
oh, Aaron.
Like a week off is
You're
great
so
from the
cute.
gym. So funny. They've got to. I mean, like they're in
I
Puerto
actually-
Vallarta. They got to stay in shape, you know?
I
Get a
don't
good
mind.
pump.
I actually like to work out on vacation because I feel like
Get the hell out of here.
it makes you feel better about the choices that you make. And like honestly, that's the only time I have extra time to do it.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, Lauren. Remember how much food I traveled to Italy with? Yeah. I mean, and look, I mean, that's a long flight too. When you're all things considering, and you're traveling with 2 kids.
Okay, so my chair's just going down. You see that? Like how much shorter I am than you now. This chair just went all the way down.
Pop it back up.
I will. I was thinking about that too, though. And Paul and I were talking about this. If you were traveling, Steve, if you were traveling with your kids too. Now, listen, scary enough as adults, but like if you had your kids with you too,
Yeah.
so scary.
That would just be difficult
Well, right, in general.
and
then
scary for them too.
Okay,
Right?
so wait.
How do you shelter them from that?
also, when Aaron was talking about not having like certain foods, like I'm thinking, like, what if you had a baby who was drinking formula and you needed the water to make the food? Like, you just, or like you had a child who needed whatever. Like, you're like,
Are you bringing a baby to Puerto Vallarta?
I don't know if you are.
No,
I mean, you know me. I'm not
Yeah,
bringing him
no.
anywhere, but
I don't think so.
maybe you are. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Barbara says, my gym friends and I are planning a cruise. We are not working out. Good for you, girl.
I like my morning jogs on vacation and then my evening cocktails.
You know, Aaron mentioned that they had eggs last night for dinner. The price of eggs at the grocery store is
Okay.
actually going down.
We're switching gears here. Have you guys noticed that though? Because for so long we were talking about, remember, eggs were like $5-6 a dozen.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And my family eats a lot of eggs. Like Paul loves eggs. I do too. I eat them all the time. And so here, look, you're getting them for under $2 now.
That's
a
great.
dozen.
You know, it was all because of the avian flu at one point that prices for eggs were so high. And now it seems like the stock that, of eggs has kind of replenished itself.
Yeah.
And all's well that ends well, I suppose.
Well, so they had that avian flu, and then so many birds died, and then farmers had to put so much into
populating.
I don't know. But now they're selling their eggs for less now, which they're saying is kind of tough for those farmers.
Connie says it's $1.34 at the Aldi's by her. So I have a question. So because of the avian flu, do they have to kill all those birds? Or with the virus?
They died.
Yeah.
Either. Yeah, because you can't, right.
Crystal says, I usually prefer to get my eggs from the
From the farm directly.
Yes.
But they can't afford to lower their prices yet. Right. Well, so that's what I was saying. I mean, they probably had to put so much more into it. My mom likes to get her look
the
at all
blue
those
eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
My mom likes to get her eggs from her farmer if she can.
Try
doesn't do
avocado
one-time.
deviled eggs. So good, Sherry
Oh,
says.
that sounds good.
Mark says, now if beef can go down. Yeah, no kidding. Beef prices.
I know.
Chicken the same.
I know. I think Paul just got I want to say he got a pound of ground beef. I'm trying to remember what it was. I want to say it was like $6. Now, I like to buy the big pack. You know me.
Like the 18 pack.
Like the pack. No, not the eggs. For beef.
Oh,
like
oh, oh,
3
oh.
pounds or whatever. So you get the
Yeah, and
cheaper
freeze
price.
it, right?
Yeah, that's what I would do. But I think he just got one. Let me see. Pound of ground beef.
Steve, now we get cheap eggs and $400 electric bills. Yeah. Isn't it crazy? 2026, what a time to be alive.
I know. $7.29 is what in store at Amherst Street Wegmans. It's popping up for $7.29
For the 3
for
pound
ground
pack.
beef.
That's not bad.
No,
Wait.
not for the 3 pound pack. For a pound,
Oh, geez.
$7.29 a pound.
Wow.
Yeah. So you get it cheaper per pound if you get like the bigger. That was the 90-10 ground beef. The 80-20 was $6.29, and if you get the big family pack, you get it for $4.79 a pound. That's why I get the big family pack. You know me. I'm
Your
cheap.
mom says corned beef was crazy expensive. I didn't buy it.
Yes, even at Aldi, Mom. That's probably where she looks. She likes to get it at Aldi.
We went to Kohl's on Saturday night for dinner, my parents and I, and I was expecting them to have like their St. Patrick's menu.
Yeah.
Like corned beef and
Yeah, yeah.
cabbage. And
Wow.
because I was actually craving it. No, they didn't have it.
Yeah, it's
Is
a
it
little
too early, do you think?
It's February 23rd, so it's a little
I
early.
guess I'm honestly just wishing February away. I'm wishing the winter away at this point.
I get it. Although I have to say, we're only about a week away from March, so hang
Yeah.
in there.
Crystal says, I'm so glad I unplugged my hot tub. My electric bill would have been even worse.
Anyone
Anyone want
want
one?
That's funny.
Julie says, by the way, I've watched John Dretto playing his guitar in clubs with his father 15 years ago. Wow, that's so cool. So Michael Schwartz just on his last day on Friday did a story with John Dretto. So cool. Just a
Very
very, very
talented.
nice kid.
Yeah, he was a nice guy and he's super talented.
Yeah.
Check out his TikTok and Instagram if you haven't, because he does really cool stuff.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
And then, of
amazing.
course, Ed's like, teach me all the things. How do I learn how to do this? How do I get 7 million followers? How do I whatever? And I was like, what's your skill, Ed? Because he's an amazing guitar player who's like,
amazing.
amazing.
Also, he has gorgeous teeth.
He
And
does have nice. He had a beautiful smile.
I told him as much.
You did, and
I'm not sorry for it. I told him
it's
he has
just
a
so
great
weird
smile.
to guests. People who come in here, he just blurts things
I
out.
couldn't help it. I mean, he smiled, and his teeth were so white you could hear the ding. Like he smiled, it was like ding. It was nuts. I've never seen such white
That's
teeth
what we
in my
used to do for
life.
Aaron Mankowski.
Very, very talented.
Also, he like has a total rock star.
Yes, the tattoos, the leather jacket, the necklaces, the hair, and he was just really good.
So he's playing Friday night at the Hard Rock in Niagara Falls.
Cool.
If you want to go check it out.
Ooh, you know how much I love River Grill.
Speaking of great food and great seafood. Yeah, right. No kidding.
Bye.
All right, we got to get this show on the road. Have a great day, everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I'm off
Oh.
tomorrow, but he'll be here.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Good luck.